Round 26 NPL Victoria action here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. We are about to get underway. A titanic clash for two sides with still plenty to play for here in the final round of football. For Avondale FC, it could potentially be a and hope that Heidelberg United drop some points against South Melbourne. Of course, all games being played concurrently against the Bentleigh Green side, who have had a difficult last month since the departure of John Anastasiadis, a month and a half rather. And of course, we'll be looking to try and build some sort of confidence leading into the NPL final series next weekend. For Avondale, of course, coming off that heartbreaking disappointment of the 3-2 defeat against Heidelberg last weekend at Avenger Park, today could be a day where a championship is celebrated if South Melbourne can get any sort of results against the Burgers today. A few changes for both of these sides, more particularly for Avondale coming into this game, the visitors, resting a few players with the likes of Stefan Zinni going out of the lineup. Of course, their starting 11 is number 1, Chris Oldfield, number 19, Lundy, number 2, Hillier, number 3, James Riccobene, number 17, Phil Riccobene, number 18, Sakia, number 13, Towns, number 10, Germano, number 22, Valentini, number 9, Bolland, and number 12, Yusuf Ahmed. On the bench, Zinni, Rory Bryan, Joey Catabian, Dylan Jacoupy, and Charlie Beverley, as we will be observing a minute's silence here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. We are about to get underway here, of course, with the Bentleigh Greens, a relatively unchanged starting 11 from recent weeks, of course. As we said, since the departure of John Anastasiadis, the ever-experienced Frank McGrellis has taken over the reins here, and in what has been a difficult last few months, they'll be hoping for a result today, leading into finals, of course. In goals, number 1, Ryan Scott, number 3, Alexander, number 5, Webster, number 14, Yankovic, number 2, Crooks, number 25, Steins, number 10, Holmes, number 24, Illich, number 8, Lambateridis, number 23, Mitrovic, and number 18, Thurtell. On the bench, Stark, Fry, Baresi, Tristan Mika, and Dumias. So again, a great opportunity here. The final day of action in NPL Victoria's regular season is underway. The Bentleigh Greens going from left to right in their traditional green against Avondale going from right to left in their traditional blue. And well, of course, it is an important clash for Avondale, as we said after their loss last weekend. They'll be looking to get off to the best possible start. Yite Towns on the ball in midfield, of course, scored the opening goal last weekend with an absolutely fantastic strike from the edge of the box. Him and Shoei Germano, Jonathan Germano, as his Anglo-Saxon name is called, the former Melbourne Heart midfielder, scoring an absolute cracker last weekend as well. Now Riccobene just holds on to the ball, finds Sakia, who just turns into midfield, and Avondale looking to just open up the game as early as possible. Riccobene, Bentleigh dropping really deep here in anticipation. A good little exchange there with Sakia, and just couldn't quite find the pass through there, and out for a goal kick. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, we will be updating you with all the scores around the grounds. Of course, some critically important games going on around with the relegation battle as well, also heavily invested today. Of course, South Melbourne playing Heidelberg United at the moment as well, but the other likes of the Dandenong Thunder and Melbourne Knights, and Tona Magic taking on Pascoe Vale, whilst Hume hosts Kingston. So the three of them can all still mathematically end up in that third bottom spot, which is a relegation playoff and not automatic relegation. At the moment, it's Pascoe Vale and Kingston sitting in the automatic relegation places. That's going to be a free kick against Stefan Valentini, who of course was guilty of arguably spewing the best chance of the game last weekend late, which would have virtually secured the championship for Avondale. A very good save from Brendan White, who's deputised for Heidelberg in recent weeks and had a very established season since coming in for Chris Theodoridis. And again, the throw taken quickly. Crooks gets it down. Ahmed in the way of it. Now Germano. He's got Ahmed sprinting out one side. Pass blocked, and now Steins goes all the way back into Jankovic, who just hold it up there and reset through Ryan Scott. Gets the ball out his feet and distributes out towards the left-hand side. Intercepted there initially by the fullback. Ricabene now with a high header forward. Germano underneath it. Tried to get it down. Couldn't quite. Holmes finds Mitrovic. Gets a foot on the ball and twisting and turning, looking for options in front of the ball. Not much on. There is a spare man in front here, though. Crooks cuts inside, goes into Mitrovic, put under some pressure there, though, and Bolland here. He's got options left and right. Takes it inside. He's got Sakia to his left. That's where he goes. And now Sakia cuts into the box and has a strike, but just couldn't quite find the target, and out for a goal kick. A good positive start there from Avondale. Well won in possession, and Liam Bolland doing well to hold on to the ball and release Sakia forwards. And now Thurtell under some heavy body pressure there from Hillier. And now Yite Towns goes all the way back to his goalkeeper in Oldfield. So he's got time, the Avondale skipper, to look up and find an option in Yite Towns, who of course missed a fair portion of the season through injury. Returned to the starting 11 last week to great effect. Fantastically talented player is Yite Towns, one of the best box-to-box midfielders in the league. Now Holmes gets across to left back, Alexander. And Valentini just tracking back and doing enough to put it out for a throw. Of course, an interesting decision made by Zoran Markowski today. Stefan Zini starting on the bench, one of their key players this season, apparently rested for finals next weekend. The throw taken quickly. Comes inside there, Holmes. Now an opportunity to search forward. Is that a foul? It is. So a set piece opportunity here for the Bentleigh Greens. So a set piece here. Alexander whips in towards the near post. Oldfield off his line quickly. Germano tried to make a run early for him, but Oldfield elected just to hold the ball that extra second and then release out to the right-hand side. So now it's Lundy who'll come forward here. Centres into Towns. He's got plenty of space to move through midfield. Interestingly, the Bentleigh Greens happy to sit off quite deep actually today. Midfielders in Steins. The wide midfielder sitting deep now. Yusuf Ahmed driving forward, gets it inside to Bolland. Great chance here. But he just couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet there. You'd think maybe Ahmed could have pulled the trigger himself. But in the end, it harmlessly went out for a goal kick. Now go back across the face there to Ryan Scott. Distributes out to Alexander, tries to find the line in Lambadaridis, who's playing in a wider position today. Of course, as we said, interestingly, Mitrovic is playing a little bit closer to Thurtell in the central number 10 role, and then the likes of Steins and Lambadaridis, especially when Avondale have the ball, dropping quite deep defensively and really allowing Avondale plenty of time and space to play out of the back. So Healy up, looks up, finds Germano. Tries to distribute over the top towards the run of Valentini. Ends up getting the second ball there from Sakia. Now a chance for Valentini to cut inside onto his left and finds Sakia, gets it out onto his right. Twisting, turning. Drops it back outside there to his fullback. Good ball in the box, and Valentini held there in the end by his defender, and it goes out for a goal kick despite the cries from the Avondale bench and coaching staff. So now 10 minutes into this contest and still no real clear goal scoring opportunities for either side. High and long ball forward, headed clear by Valentini. Again played forwards. He's done well there as Stefan Valentini to beat a few players now and get the ball in towards the byline here. Valentini cuts back. Sakia with a strike, but blocked. Comes off Ahmed. He was in an offside position. And again, a good opportunity there for Sakia, who's dropped into some dangerous areas so far. Would most certainly feel like he should have potentially done better there. But in the end, the deflected strike just rolled into the back of Yusuf Ahmed's leg, and Bentleigh Green survive again. Germano wins the free kick. Takes quickly. Ricabine beats one. Cuts inside. Germano looks up. Tried to flick it forwards. Intercepted. Germano there again. Goes back to Hillier. And now Germano, who's been quite active so far in this game. Ball played forwards. Intercepted. Now Valentini. Looking really sharp earlier, Steph Valentini. Gets it out wide now. Chance to cross. Ball into the area is a good one. But Lundy's delivery just flicked away, and Steins now goes back inside to Crooks, and he'll find the feet of Holmes under some direct pressure there from Towns. Avondale certainly not allowing Bentleigh the time and space to play out, and in the end it is won back again by Sakia. Comes forward on the left-hand side under pressure from two Bentleigh Greens players. He just holds it back and finds Towns on the reset. Now back to Hillier again, but ball goes under his foot, and a chance here for Thurtell, who's through. Closed down quickly there by Hillier. Hasn't got many options, so he elects to strike, and Oldfield in the end just did enough to... Well, did he do enough? In the end, no, says the referee. Out for a goal kick. Thought it looked like for all money there, like Oldfield made the save, but in the end, the shot just flushing across the face there from Thurtell, and again, that's where Avondale have to be careful, and to be fair, last weekend, both goals they conceded, or all three goals they conceded, rather, could contribute to being defensive errors. That chance there, Hillier allowing the ball to roll under his foot, and Matt Thurtell just wasn't quite able to get himself into a clear goal scoring position. Bolland. Now Ricabine looks up, good ball over the top as well. Sakia under some pressure there. Headed down, Crooks. Holmes did well, clips it through. Steins, he's got Thurtell in front of the ball. Steins cuts back, now goes forwards. Mitrovic goes wide. Lampadaridis, bit of time and space to cross here. One-on-one with his defender in Lundy. In the end, Lundy won the battle, blocking the cross. Tackled strongly. Ball still in play. Phil Ricabine just uses his experience there to get the ball forwards and find the feet of Bolland. Again, Avondale just looking to open up this game now. Germano. It's a good ball over the top as well. Sakia, one-on-one with Crooks. Ball just got stuck under his feet, it looked like initially, but still finds a way to keep the ball. Ricabine delivers into the area. Flicked forwards there by Towns. Comes out, Germano. Holds it up, Sakia. Now Lundy on the right-hand side. Bit of time and space to size up a potential delivery. Elects to not go direct, and Sakia goes back to Ricabine, and now it's Germano again. Clips the ball forwards, but Illich rather, just underneath the ball, and Lampadaridis Now backed into a corner. He elects just to clear up the line, but still in play. Lundy. Avondale really dominating the tempo here at the minute. Towns. Wide now, Germano, plenty of time to size up across. Does deliver, great ball as well, and Crooks just got a flick at the critical time there to get it away from the head of Yusuf Ahmed. And out for a throw on the outer side. We have seen our first goal around the rounds, around the grounds as well. Dandenong City leading by a goal to nil against Port Melbourne. It's been a sensational turnaround for them, of course. If they can maintain this result, could potentially finish in 7th, one spot outside finals, where, considering they were bottom of the table halfway through the season, quite a sensational effort. Ball into the area. But rolls out clearly for a goal kick here. 15 minutes gone here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex, and still 0-0 here between Avondale and the Bentleigh Greens. Towns gets it down. Cabine. Lundy now. Again, Bentleigh happy just to sit off. Allow Avondale the time and space to play. Goes long in the end as Riccobene. Cleared away in the end by Jankovic, so out for a throw. Valentini takes quickly. Sakia. Now the ball played back to Riccobene, who looks up and across the ground. Riccobene. Towns. Boland bounces back to Towns again. Clips it over the top. It's a good ball as well. Sakia into the area. Sakia looked to deliver across the face, but again it was blocked and out for a corner. Avondale getting into some good areas at the moment, but just not quite able to get that final ball. And Bentleigh just hanging on more or less at the moment. But here's a chance here off a set piece for the visitors. Of course, a goal would momentarily move Avondale to the top of the table. Ball delivered into the area. Headed clear. Sakia gets it wide. Germano clips it in towards the back post. Again headed clear. Holmes gets it down only as far as Hilliard. Deflects off the defender and then off the shin of Bolland. And now a chance here for Crooks. Switches play. Good pass. Lambadaridis across to Alexander. And that's a bad challenge there from Valentini. That's going to be a free kick and a yellow card as well. So again here the Bentleigh Greens with a chance to potentially deliver this ball into the area. Be more or less trying to play on the counter-attack the home side. And now this is a good opportunity here. Alexander, he had one delivery earlier in the game which didn't quite get correct. Now the referee is coming across and I think just checking the PSI of the ball. In the end puts it down and elects to allow play to continue. So Alexander delivers high into the box. Riccobene with the clearance. Crooks winning the header initially. Ahmed. So down does Yusuf Ahmed. Crooks did well to win it back. Holmes tries to pick out the run of Steins, but Oldfield quick off his line. Now Riccobene gets it across. Hilliard. Germano. Valentini makes a good run off the ball. Germano finds the pass over the top. Alexander just holds it up, and in the end the ball goes all the way back to Webster. He clears high over the top towards Steins, who gets it down under some pressure there from James Rickabeen. Now Ahmed plays the feet of Bolland. Good turn as well. Arms all over him. Ahmed into the area. And just wide with the shot. Again, a good half chance. And Liam Bolland doing really well to use his body there. And Yusuf Ahmed, potentially, you'd say should have put that on target again. Another good chance goes to waste for Avondale. So the free kick to be taken here by Phil Rickabeen, and he goes all the way back to Oldfield. Avondale just looking to play out again and maybe looking a little bit more direct. They have looked dangerous with the long ball. Of course, Bentleigh have been sitting off and allowing that space in behind. Bad ball there from Lundy. Towns came through trying to win it back, but Illich, Steins rather, did quite well to shield the ball, and in the end it is going to be a free kick here for Bentleigh. Midway through the first half now. Again, despite a few half chances for both Avondale and Bentleigh, neither side has taken the lead. Avondale, you'd say, have been the dominant side in terms of possession, but Bentleigh still have looked dangerous enough on the counter-attack. Now Bolland looks up. That's a good switch of play there. Ahmed under some close, tight pressure there from Crooks. Back inside there to Sakia. Ahmed. It's for Germano. Ahmed. Rickabeen. Towns. Cuts inside, Ute Towns, now driving forwards. Again, looked for the run in behind from Valentini, but just couldn't quite find him. In the end, Scott goes to Webster, under some pressure. And you can just see here again, Avondale pressing really high up the ground and not allowing any space for Bentleigh to play out of the back. And Ahmed winning it in a good area again. Germano, Rickabeen. Good block there from Crooks, who's been quite impressive. Not just tonight, but throughout the season. Had a really solid campaign as Matthew Crooks. Played across both sides of fullback at various times this year and has really established himself as a starting player here at the Bentleigh Greens. Of course, no James Zidias today. Of course, their other usual fullback. All cleared away. Hillier surging forward. Yeah, probably could have maybe gone himself there, got close enough to goal. Again, given away though. And again, Avondale on it in a tight space, but just bodies in front of the ball here at the moment. Towns goes back out to Lundy. Now Rickabeen, Lundy again. And Bolland just tried to flick through, but in the end it'll roll back to his goalkeeper in Ryan Scott. Of course, there have been a few goals around the ground, and most importantly, there's been a goal at Heidelberg in South Melbourne. Sean Ellis has opened the scoring there in the 15th minute. So at this stage, Heidelberg will be the champions of the NPL Victoria Minor Premiership. Well, the regular season, if you'd call it. Means they will qualify for the National Final Series as well, which has become more and more esteemed competition to be a part of. But Sean Ellis, of course, was the hero last weekend, and he's looking like the early hero again tonight. Of course, around the grounds as well, the Dandenong Thunder have taken a critical 1-0 lead against the Melbourne Knights. Well, Kingston are 2-0 up against Hume, so a lot of goals around the grounds at the minute. Now, at this stage, Kingston sitting outside the relegation zone as well, so they can maintain that. Now, that was a strong challenge there from Towns. Looked at the referee. Referee playing the advantage. In the end, one back, and now Bolland had a second look up there, but then he slips it inside. Valentini into the area. Steph Valentini makes it 1-0. It's a really good finish from Valentini. A great pass from Liam Bolland. He's been looking dangerous all day today so far, Steph Valentini, and that time when presented with the opportunity, he made absolutely no mistake. Sliding the ball into the bottom corner past Ryan Scott. And Avondale have a deserved lead here. It's 1-0. Again, the high press causing problems. Well won in midfield, and Liam Bolland, he looked up initially like he was going to try one of his customary long-range attempts, but in the end held it up just long enough to find the runner Valentini, who got himself in behind. And a really good finish. Ball clipped over the top, Steins. Fouled there by James Rickabeen. So now the Bentleigh Greens. Will there be a change here? Of course, have played quite defensively so far in this contest. Happy to sit off and allow Avondale time to play the ball, and not really the style which we've seen from them over the last few years. Usually such a proactive side, especially defensively, playing a high and organised press. Now the ball over the top there. Hillier gets across and clears. Holmes, strong challenge. Crooks flicks it down. Ahmed flicks it over the top now. Does well. Bolland holds it up. Ahmed making the run off him. Now Holmes does get the ball back, and under some close pressure there from Ahmed. And Holmes not happy with the movement in front of the ball there. So now it's Germano into Towns. Avondale really looking comfortable in midfield at the moment. Their rotations ahead of the ball are excellent. Sakia dropping into midfield now and across there to Rickabeen again. Looks up, high ball over the top. Valentini chasing it down. Ryan Scott, long way off his line. In the end, crashed through the winger and has a few things to say to him as well. Puts the ball on the ground and tries to deliver over the top again. Intercepted. Kingston now scored a fourth goal. 4-0 at the minute there at ABD Stadium against Hume City. Incredible. What a start they've had. And at the minute, are sitting in a good position, but with Dandenong Thunder now 1-0 up, they still sit inside the relegation zone. Incredible. Melbourne Knights with a few outs this afternoon apparently as well. The likes of Hamish Watson and John Albano all not playing tonight. Now Rickabeen to Sakia. Looks up, raking switch of play there. Ahmed, good touch inside. Was he fouled? No, says the referee. So back to Ryan Scott. High clearance, up and under. Hillier underneath the ball. So it is now a set-piece opportunity here for Avondale again. Taken short. Towns. Hillier now across there to Phil Rickabeen. Valentini. As well to keep the ball. Hillier. Plenty of space in front of him, almost doesn't know what to do with the ball. Ahmed. Bentleigh Green's doing a lot of chasing at the moment. Germano. Looks up, good run in behind there by Lundy. Chance to deliver into the area. Webster had to clear behind his own goal for a corner. And again, another opportunity here for Avondale. Really on the front foot now at the moment as we tick in towards the 32nd minute here. So the corner kick, Yite Towns on the ball. Delivered into the area there, flicked on, off the post and in, it's 2-0. And it's Scott Hillier, the central defender, with a really, really good header. Just used the pace of the ball to flick it in towards the back post. And in the end, Ryan Scott at full stretch wasn't able to get near it. And Avondale lead by 2-0 here. Fantastic delivery from the corner kick. And Avondale now sitting really comfortable here by 2-0. And, well, for the Bentleigh Greens, really, what do they have to try and get themselves back in this contest? Really on the back foot at the moment. Illich gets it across. Crooks. Steins. Twisting, turning. Done really well, Steins there in that pocket of the ground under pressure now. Towns was fouled. So too was Bolland. So it is going to be a free kick here again for Avondale. Yellow card has been shown to Jankovic. Now, around 35 yards out from goal. Surely too far out for a strike. Bolland, in the meantime, has gone up quite gingerly. So Jonathan Germano here. Clips in, back post. Headed away, Illich. First of the ball. Back inside to Mitrovic, who hasn't really been sighted since the first few minutes of the game. And that's a foul, according to the referee. Tyson Holmes wants to take quickly. Ahmed trying to get his body in the way. Holmes takes quickly in the end, and now a chance here for Webster to come forward. Now Ahmed, in the meantime, is just pulled up a little bit ginger there from that clash. Steins, Crooks. Ball given away again. Cleared away, out for a throw. Crooks elects to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Now it's Jankovic coming forward on the ball. Big switch of play. Rickabeen underneath it, but ends up heading it out for a throw. Bentleigh will be hoping just to try and get some sort of sustained period of possession. Webster, ball over the top. Lambadaridis holds it up. Wins a throw. Bentleigh still on the ball here in the advanced area. Haven't seen too much of it so far this afternoon. Crooks. Illich, Steins. Is he fouled? The referee says no. Tick inside the final 10 minutes of this first half. Webster. It's on, flick down now. Thurtell, another one who hasn't really been able to get himself on the ball. That time actually was given away quite poorly. Rickabeen under some pressure, wasn't able to keep it. Now Steins, Lambadaridis, Illich, good ball. Thurtell coming forwards. It's cleared away. Again, Avondale wanting to step up quickly here. Webster, ball over the top. Good ball as well. Holmes, long way off his line was Oldfield. Holmes was onside. Crooks takes the throw. Thurtell flicks down. Now Steins, chance to cross. Cuts back, fouled, free kick. And the yellow card as well now for Ute Towns. He goes into the book. And this could be a good opportunity here for Bentleigh. Course around the ground, still unchanged at Lakeside Stadium. Heidelberg leading by a goal to nil in that game. At the minute, Heidelberg in the pole position for the Premier's plate. But Alexander whips into the area here for the Bentleigh Greens. Webster just underneath it. Ball still alive though, Illich. Ball played back out there to Holmes. He looks up. Good ball forwards to feet there. Steins into the area now. Delivers low. Great touch over Yankovic. Oh, that's a brilliant save on the line from James Rickabeen. Some very adaptive defending, but he certainly did excellently to save that. Got down well with his thigh. And almost like a goalkeeper with his hand. Tipped the ball away. Now Ahmed using his speed to burst forward past Crooks. Into the box he goes. He's got Sakia behind him. He does find him. Sakia holds up. Strike was blocked. Steins tried to flick forward there, but again played back to Hillier and all the way back to the goalkeeper. Well, that was Bentleigh Green's moment. Yankovic, unfortunately, just didn't quite get enough on that strike. Now the ball played out wide here. Rickabeen. Hillier. Interesting back pass to Oldfield. Certainly set him a bit of a task. And to get it down to the goalkeeper. Now Hillier. Oldfield again. Finds feet in Phil Rickabeen. Now he comes forward. He's got some movement ahead of the ball. Couldn't quite find anyone though. Rolls into the arms of Ryan Scott. So now Webster coming forward. Germano does well, wins the ball, clips it over the top here. Bolland has to contend with the bounce. In the end, couldn't quite get it out to his left-hand side. Set a little bit of a task there by the chip pass from Germano. And now Webster will come forward with the ball. Movement ahead of him, goes over the top. Thurtell holds it up under some pressure there from Hillier. Turns inside well, does Thurtell. Crooks now. Pass blocked there by Ahmed, and again a chance to come forward. He's got Germano in space in the middle. He's got Valentini making a run to his right. In the end, Germano there just wasn't able to keep the ball. Now Steins. Thurtell was in an offside position. In the end, it's going to be a free kick though. Now Germano just having a few words at Ahmed, presumably for just taking a little bit too long there on releasing the ball. It's now a set-piece opportunity here. Tyson Holmes clips the ball into the middle, flicked on centrally. Lambadaridis headed away. Lambadaridis again goes back to Crooks. Holds up Holmes. Played out into a wide area and out for a throw. Taking quickly again. Webster. Steins. Back inside to Jankovic. Final few minutes here of the first half. Still 2-0 lead being held here by Avondale, but Bentleigh finally keeping some sort of possession here. Now that's going to be a free kick here for Avondale. Around the grounds, still the same scoreline. Heidelberg United leading by a goal to nil. Of course, Kingston still 4 goals to nil up against Hume City as well. But the Dandenong Thunder leading by a goal to nil against the Melbourne Knights does mean that they, at the moment, are in the relegation playoff spot and Kingston are in the relegation zone. The ball played back to Towns and Hillier. Sakia back to Hillier. Hillier now. Good ball forwards. Sakia. Bit of space in front of him. Tries to drive the ball through there towards Bolland, but in the end, Jankovic forced to clear. It's taken quickly again into the area. Valentini holds it up. Back outside now, Sakia cleared away. Phil Rickabeen using his body well there to just shift Thurtell underneath the ball, and now Hillier. More than happy here just to keep the ball and recycle the play. Towns. Hillier. Sakia. Good touch inside there. Valentini finds a space wide. Lundy towards the byline, delivers to the back post. Bolland just couldn't quite get underneath the header. James Rickabeen, though, does get there first and potentially able to cross the ball in, but The low ball finds no one except Webster. Now he goes forward there to Steins, and so we enter the final minute here of normal time. Avondale still comfortably leading by 2-0 here. Ricabine looks forwards, good pass. Sakia turns well, holds onto it. Now it's Ahmed. Yusuf Ahmed, shot deflected into the middle there. Could fall kindly for Valentini. Edge of the box. Sakia cleared. And Towns just keeping the ball well there. And again, Avondale to come forward. Hillier. Now Towns. So we are in stoppage time now here. Maybe one last chance for Avondale to get themselves that third goal. Ricabine. Valentini goes back. Cries for handball, not heeded to by the referee. Good touch there from Bolland. Gets it down well. Valentini now to the byline. Good challenge there initially from Ilic, who just goes back in there to Alexander. Now to his goalkeeper and Scott, who clears only as far as Towns. Got underneath the ball. Germano gets it down. Now the ball played across here to James Ricabine. And Oldfield clips it out wide. Lundy underneath it. Towns. Germano, good little bounce there. Towns plays it wide. Ricabine now coming forwards. Now Yusuf Ahmed cuts inside. Still going is Ahmed. Gets the ball out his feet. Bounces to Bolland. He turns and strikes low, but easily gathered there by the goalkeeper and Ryan Scott. And while the 1 minute of additional time on the board. And the fourth official is about to just show that there. So we are into the final minute here. Just 1 minute to be added of stoppages. Webster. Lambateridis goes back to Webster. Looks above the ball. Crooks, he's onside. Chance to deliver here. Crooks into a wide area. Well defended there by Ricabine. But in the end, the referee's given a corner. So maybe one last chance here for Bentleigh. Is this the opportunity here for a way back into this contest right on half-time as well? Would be a perfect moment to get a goal. Alexander whips in towards the near post, headed down and away there by Towns, and that is half-time here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex. And it's Avondale leading by 2-0 here in the penultimate day of the NPL Victoria season. Now around the grounds, Heidelberg United have made it 2-0 against South Melbourne in the 42nd minute. One hand, well, virtually two, on the trophy here right now. But for Avondale's point of view, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. Goals from Steph Valentini in the 23rd minute and Scott Hillier in the 30th have them ahead at the break. We'll be back after a short recess here for the second period of the final game of the NPL Victoria regular season. We are back underway here, or about to get underway at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex as Steph Valentini rejoins the field of play. Now, the referee has brought this back. Not sure what exactly for. I think Jonathan Germano encroached the half early, but regardless, 45 minutes left here in the second half of this game, the final game of the NPL Victoria regular season for 2019. And well, under pressure straight away there, Hillier, of course, one of the goal scorers in that first half. Been leading by 2-0 here, Avondale, and sitting quite comfortably around the grounds. Heidelberg United still up by 2-0 themselves. They are virtually there as Holmes with an early strike deflected, and then the second effort rolls wide of the post. As around the grounds as well, the Dandenong Thunder have scored a second goal against the Melbourne Knights. Brandon Barnes making it 2-0, and virtually may just have momentarily secured their safety. Of course, Kingston City are up by 4-0, and Pascoe Vale lead by 2-0 against Altona Magic. So all the sides who need results today have results at the moment. So at the minute it looks like Pascoe Vale and Kingston City will be going down. Now Sakia does well to keep the ball and beat his man. Sakia gets into the area, clips it centrally. Valentini just mistimed his jump. The ball just sat in the air an extra half a second. Now Holmes finds Steins. He cuts inside and looks to drive in towards the middle of the ground. Back to Illich. And across here to Ryan Scott, who holds on to the ball. So Yankovic just holds it up again. Back to Scott. Clears it away. Ricky Bean goes all the way back to his goalkeeper in Oldfield. Wasn't really tested in that first half. In fact, it was actually James Rickabeen who made probably the best save of the half, arguably. Fantastic goal line deflection with his upper thigh. Throw taken there by Alexander, over the top. Germano into the back of Holmes, so that'll be a free kick. Holmes a little bit ginger after that. So now Yankovic, the sun is just starting to peek back out here. Light breeze coming across the ground, but nothing giving a significant advantage to either side. Now Ahmed. Sakia intercepted there. Yankovic goes all the way back to his goalkeeper in Ryan Scott. Now Webster to Yankovic again. Webster forwards Holmes. Tries to find the feet of Thurtell. Now the ball played forward there. Valentini, big strong shove in the back there from Alexander. That's going to be a free kick. So Ricky Bean over the top towards Bolland. Tried to flick it onto himself there, but in the end it goes back to his goalkeeper. Now Webster surging forward, clips it over the top there. Tried to find the run of Steins. In the end, it rolls out for a throw. So taken quickly there inside to Phil Rickabeen, who's been very solid there, the centre of defence today. And now Towns. Bolland holds it up, centres the ball now. Tried to play the ball through there, Ahmed. Wins it back again. So it will be interesting to see here how long until either side goes to the bench. Of course, Avondale with plenty of options to come in. The likes of Stefan Zinni and Joey Kadabian both waiting in the wings. Of course, the Bentleigh Greens as well. Josh Parasi outside. The ball attempted to be clipped through there. Yankovic goes back to his goalkeeper in Ryan Scott. So he looks up and goes long over the top. Now it's Lambadaridis. Looks up. Mitrovic. Holmes. Alexander here. Montini lost out. Now Mitrovic again. Centres, good pass here. Lambadaridis coming forwards. Wide ball there. Holmes under some pressure. In the end cleared. Only as far as Webster now, though. Webster plays feet. Thurtell was offside. Oh, Bentleigh starting off rather strongly here in the second half. Just be looking to get that goal to get them back in the contest, which will be most important. Now around the grounds, Melbourne Knights have gotten one back against the Dandenong Thunder. The 51st minute, so it's 2-1 there. Port Melbourne also 2-1 between Dandenong City and Port Melbourne. Dandenong City leading by a goal in that game. Now it's Sakia. He comes forward. Somehow still kept the ball and then fouled there by Webster. Taken quickly, and again Avondale can come forward here. Rickabeen finds Lundy. It's back to Towns. He plays the feet of Valentini. Again, just couldn't quite keep the ball though. Cleared away by Yankovic. Flick central by Mitrovic there. Again, Phil Rickabeen with the clearance, high up and under. Now Ahmed holds it up. 50-50 challenge again. One there by Towns. He's been covering a lot of ground today. Germano. Again, Oldfield to Phil Rickabeen. Back to Chris Oldfield. Again, lumps it high and long forward. Alexander heads down. Lambadaridis under pressure, lost it. Sakia looks forwards, clips it through. Liam Bolland into the area here. Scott closing him down, but Bolland, good save initially. Valentini gets it down now. But the referee's given a handball. Well, that was a good opportunity there. Liam Bolland, the ball just got out of his feet. Ryan Scott just did enough to close out the angle, so still only 2-0 here at the moment. Now Ahmed on the turn, driving forward here, Yusuf Ahmed. Tried to find the run of Germano, but couldn't quite, so it's out for a throw. Taken quickly there, Webster, Crooks. Scott with the high clearance. Now Holmes looks up ahead of Mitrovic, but again, not able to get near it there. The Bentleigh Greens man, who's had a really quiet game so far, especially in the latter part of that first half, really wasn't able to get himself on the ball. Now the ball played forward there towards Valentini. Alexander doing well to put some pressure on and clear it out for a throw. Taking quickly there, Bolland holds it up. Down there was Bolland. Now the ball played back to Scott. Germano was chasing it down, cleared away in the end. Been heading clear. Now Ahmed. James Rickabean, good flick there from Germano. Sakia. Strong challenge there. And in the end, a foul on Sakia. So Webster picks up the ball and plays quickly. Jankovic to Mitrovic. Played back inside, but given away again. Now a chance for Lundy. 3v2 situation here for Lundy. Cuts back. Germano striking. Oh, and cleared off the line there by Webster. Good defending there from the Bentleigh Greens man, and that's going to be a foul. And that will be a yellow card. So a free kick here and a chance now for the Bentleigh Greens. Ball played forwards towards feet. Cleared away again. Webster. Pick up and look to take quickly there. Illich. Looks over the top towards Steins. Now Holmes. It's up again. He's got space out wide and in front of him. Holmes flicks through. Thurtell's on side here. Big chance here for Bentleigh. It's Matt Thurtell, but a good save from Oldfield. Comes out again a second time. And a good block on the line by Avondale. And again, the Bentleigh Greens deny the chance to get themselves back into the game. Alexander beats his man well. Chance to cross here, low and hard, but delivery was poor. And now Avondale can come away with possession. Valentini wasn't able to keep the ball. Lambateridis. Thurtell tried to move himself back across the line there, but in the end the ball just had too much on it and rolls into the arms of the goalkeeper. So Avondale happy just to keep the ball here now in their defensive third. Towns, Rickabean. Now a race to it here. Looks like Ryan Scott's going to win it against everyone. In the end, he gets the clearance and out for a throw. And there is going to be a first change here made by Avondale. It is going to be Steph for Steph. Stefan Zinni coming on and Stefan Valentini coming off. Of course, scored the opening goal for Avondale this afternoon. A really good finish and was quite lively in the opening exchanges here. Not a bad replacement to come off the bench. Stefan Zinni has been one of the shining lights in a fantastic season for Avondale this season. Certainly plenty of impact to come on here now. So it looks like Yusuf Ahmed's going to come across to the right and Zinni's going to start out on the left. So throw taken quickly. Bolland flicks down, in the end cleared away. Towns underneath it initially, then Rickabeen with the clearance. Alexander heads it away, so out for a throw. Taken quickly, Bolland tried to flick on, but in the end rolls into the arms of the goalkeeper and Webster can get this game moving again quickly. Well, that ball goes out for a throw. Taking quickly there, inside, Bolland. Now, there's a stoppage here for a potential head injury, I think. Jack Webster is struggling there with that. In the end, he does get up very slowly. Now Bentleigh get the game moving again. So Webster plays over the top. Hillier gets it down only as far as Steins. Now Holmes. Lambateridis opens up the game. Mitrovic cuts inside Mitrovic. And that time there, not able to keep the ball. So Germano surging forward. He's got Zinni making a movement out on the outside. Goes towards him. Crooks just able to keep up with the pace of Zinni. And now again, Crooks coming forward there. Lambateridis does well, holds it up, Alexander. Scott clips the ball over the top, Crooks flicks through. Now Steins. Germano does well and all the way back to the goalkeeper in Oldfield. Ball played out wide. Zinni not able to keep that alive. Set very much a heavy task there with that. Bentleigh again looking to come forward. He's back to the goalkeeper in Scott and hasn't got much on in front of him. Gives Jankovic under some pressure. In the end, it's given away. Sakia into the area goes Sakia. Cuts it across the face of goal and just couldn't quite find the run of Zinni at the back post. So now Thurtell holds it up, Crooks. So Holmes rather, Lambateridis flicks it backwards, Illich under some pressure, finds Thurtell though, and they break the line of the press here, Bentleigh, so they've got a chance to come forward. Alexander to Mitrovic. Cuts inside, delivers in towards the back post. It's a free header across the face of goal, and again, some heroic defending there from Phil Rickabeen to clear. Towns that time just couldn't quite get the ball under control. Lambateridis. That time given away by Stein, so it will be a throw. In the meantime, the Bentleigh Greens are going to make It looks like a double substitution here. Now, players continuing in the meantime. Head away their way, Webster, out for a throw. Bolland. A good exchange there, Zinni. One-on-one with his defender. Gets a bit of space. Whips the ball in. Just a little bit shallow on the delivery. Comes out to Sakia. Heads it down to Towns. Phil Rickabeen. Ahmed. Back to Rickabeen. Towns. Long range strike. Blocked there. Comes out again. Rickabeen first to it. Clears the ball away. Zinni gets it down now. James Rickabeen. Hillier. Towns gets it across. Rickabeen here with a bit of time and space to come forward. Sakia back to Rickabeen. Now around the grounds, updating on some scores. Of course, Heidelberg still leading by 2-0. 25 minutes away from securing the minor premiership. Heidelberg United, Dandenong Thunder have scored a third goal to go 3-1 up. Brandon Barnes with his hat-trick. What a performance from him to save his side from relegation, or momentarily save them from relegation at least. Looks like they might be in the relegation playoff with Kingston City up 4-1 against Hume. Now given away. Good chance here. Bolland! Good save. He did have the run of Germano Central if he wanted to get his head up. In the end, he elected to go for goal himself. Now there are some changes being made here. So the first one is that Vejbor Mitrovic is coming off. And so too is Matt Thurtell. So he's replaced. And coming on is, looks like Charlie Fry and Tristan Meeker, it looks like, who's made their way on now. Charlie Fry is playing in a attacking position, it looks like here. Usually a central defender, but he looks like he's gone up front. So interesting move there. Now the ball's whipped in. Now interestingly out in the meantime, the fourth official was signalling for a substitution. It was flicked away now for a corner there. Of course, Joey Katabian has also now made his way onto the ground for Yite Towns, who has come off. He worked hard in there. Yite Towns only his second game back from an injury which saw him miss a few months of football. Back to form at a good time leading into the final series. Ball whipped into the back post. Hillier arriving. Headed clear. Ahmed gets it down. Germano tried to clip it over the top, but the end out for a throw. So that's look like Charlie Fry has gone in an attacking position, playing as a number 9. Fry. The ball now gets out to Crooks. Now the ball cleared over the top here again. Now were their hands up there? Referee says no. Steins clips through there. Alexander, chance to cross potentially here. Cuts it into the middle. Lambatarides first time strike on his right, but couldn't quite find the target. Now Avondale are making their third and final change. Does look like it's going to be a like-for-like change with Lundy coming off and Dylan Jakupi coming on at right back. Worked hard as Lundy today. Also a final change for the Bentleigh Greens as well. So Baresi comes in for Illich in the centre of midfield. Both sides have made all three changes quite early here as we're only in the 70th minute. Now Bolland through, good pass, Zinni. Unlucky there not to get that ball out his feet. A really good covering challenge there at the back, so... He's going to be taken quickly though, so thrown in. Zinni gets it down. Was he fouled? Referee says no. So wide here, Alexander. Flick down. Ahmed intercepting. Set his man Jakupi a task though. In the end, gives away the throw. So taking quickly there, Jakupi got it down originally. Steins now surging forward. Fry. Tackled well there. The ball played forward, Jakupi gets it out his feet. Well won there by Baresi. Steins, Baresi again. Now Holmes, bit of a wayward pass though, given away, Zinni. Kadabian, was he fouled? Referee says yes. Jakupi, Sakia. So Oldfield here, takes quickly back out to Rickabeen. Oldfield again. High long ball forward, Ahmed. Jankovic with a strong header clear. Steins. Goes back inside. Zinni putting some pressure on though. Mika gets it down. Now Alexander holds on to it. Back in there to Jankovic. Kadabian again, just giving it away there with a poor touch, and Holmes with the switch of play over the top here. So Steins now, and the linesman flag is up. Around the grounds, it's still 2-0 for Heidelberg United against South Melbourne, so they are still in a good position. Now that ball played forward, Steins, 1-on-1 with Jakupi here. Cuts in, twisting and turning, goes back to the edge of the box. Lambadaridis, good pass. Baresi into the area, Josh Baracey, but good defending there from Rickabeen. In the end, he won a free kick. Sandra Kupi. Sakia giving it away. Steins, Fry, Lambateridis into the area he goes. Deflected cross, out for a throw. Bentleigh asking some questions here late in this game. It's a long throw taken there by Alexander into the box, headed clear. Played by Sakia. Holmes gets it down. Mika. Is he fouled? Referee says no. It's again cleared. Crooks gets it down well. Back to Webster, who gets the ball out his feet and finds Holmes. Good little bounce pass forwards there, but again Germano winning it back and chance to come forward, flicked on. Ahmed. Now, the game's been called back, and interestingly, Avondale were through there potentially with Yusuf Ahmed. The referee deciding to bring the game all the way back, though, for an injury here. Now, concerningly for Avondale, Scott Hillier will not be able to come off because there are no substitutions left. In the end, Avondale are going to keep the ball here. Liam Bolland is just asking the question why the game was stopped when Avondale had possession in an advanced area. Now Phil Rickabeen receiving under pressure there from two players. Fry doing well to win it back. Steins. Run of Alexander. Cut inside was blocked though again. Phil Rickabeen clears out for a throw. Now Phil Rickabeen has gone down. Now this is not looking good here for Avondale. Rickabeen gets up gingerly. He's going to have to go off here because he's gotten treatment. Now in the meantime, Bentleigh will restart the game. Now Rickabeen interestingly returned to the field before being indicated to leave. Now he's come back on, so interesting move there from the referee. Now the ball bounced in between the two players. And Lambateridis is tackled by his own player there in Holmes. Still Bentleigh on the ball though. Crooks. Baracey. Clips into the middle. Headed clear. Now flicked away there by Katabian. And the ball goes all the way back to Webster, who goes to his goalkeeper in Scott, who puts his foot through the ball and clears. Mika gets it under control. Crooks. Holmes turns into pressure there. Sakia. Is he fouled? Referee says no. Bolland tackled by his own player there, and Sakia, who was lying prone on the ground. In the end, almost comical scenes there. Now Fry, he's done well to keep the ball initially. In the end, he has lost it though. Kadabian coming forward. He's got a bit of space here to have a strike potentially. Goes wide to Bolland. Couldn't quite get the ball under control initially there, but Liam Bolland onto his right and just fires the ball over the bar. So a good chance there again for Avondale, but just couldn't quite find the space there again. It was cleared, but only as far as Germano. And now a bit of space here for Kadabian to line up a ping, and that is an absolute rocket into the top corner. Joey Kadabian with a bomb from 30 yards, and Avondale make it 3-0 here. That'll wrap up the points for them. Well, another giveaway of possession there by the Bentleigh Greens. It fell to the feet of Kadabian in all too much space and time. And he's absolutely blasted that into the top corner. What a finish that was. No chance for Ryan Scott. And it is 3-0. Well, Bentleigh, it's been a somewhat improved second half for them, but they'll be so thoroughly disappointed with their performance again tonight. Side really struggling for form at the moment. Haven't won now in any of their last 5 games. Whereas for Avondale, the perfect way to respond to last weekend's defeat. Of course, it does look like that Heidelberg are going to get the job done at Lakeside Stadium. They are still 2-0 up there in that one. Now Kadabian plays it forwards. Zinni, good touch there under pressure. Cuts inside. Zinni slips it through. Liam Bolland's in off the post. What a chance that was. Just will not go in for Liam Bolland today. Stefan Zinni, a really good cut and run inside and a good little slip ball as well. But Bolland that time on his favoured left foot just couldn't quite find the bottom corner. Unfortunately for Ryan Scott, the deflection off the post fell straight into his arms. All cleared away, headed down there by Alexander. Holmes not quite able to get under control. Germano on the turn, finds Kadabian. Germano to Rukabine, and now across there to Hillier. Zinni under some pressure there from Crooks. In the end, I think a little bit of frustration there from Stefan Zinni, just taking out Crooks off the ball. Play continues in the meantime. Now Baresi gets it out wide. Alexander whips in towards the back post. Good delivery as well, but headed clear and out for a corner. So another opportunity here for Bentleigh to try and get themselves a goal back. Alexander, deep delivery. Now the linesman's flag is up. I think it's indicated the ball went out. So it is going to be a goal kick. And again, another chance for the Bentleigh Greens wasted. Inside the final 10 minutes here. Around the grounds, of course, Kingston City now 5-1 up against Hume City. But it looks like it won't be enough for them. The Dandenong Thunder 3-1 up with 2 minutes remaining of normal time. It looks like Kingston will go down. Pascoe Vale also still 2-1 up against the Altona Magic, but it also looks like they will return to the second division of Victorian football for the first time in 5 years now. Ball played over the top. Ahmed gets it down. Bolland slips inside. Jakupi. Poor delivery there. Goes out for a goal kick, of course. The results today do mean, of course, Avondale still leading by a goal to nil against Green Gully as well. Looks like that means they will secure third spot on the table, which is a quite exceptional result considering their start to the season. The Oakley Cannons, what a run home for them, and maybe a potential dark horse in this final series. Avondale will finish in second place by the looks of things now. Heidelberg with the minor premiership, Green Gully in fourth, and the Bentleigh Greens will drop all the way down to fifth. Which, again, a disappointing result for the Greens where they sat earlier in the season. Hume City, of course, out in sixth place. Ball clear, Jakupi got it down well. Back to Oldfield, high clearance, up and under. And it's going to be an Avondale ball. So throw taken quickly, flicked on. Scott gives the call early, gets out to his feet. Now it's Yankovic coming forward. Inside the final 5 minutes here. Ball headed out for a throw. So Webster, ball played over the top. In the end, goes back all the way to Oldfield there. Clears high and long forwards. Headed away. So Yankovic goes all the way back to the goalkeeper and Scott. He bounces it back to Yankovic. Now Germano wins that ball back well. Jonathan Germano's got Zinni inside him. Goes to Bolland, but really just overcooked the pass a little bit. That was a great chance. Really, Avondale, if they'd been a bit more clinical in front of goal, they could have had a few more today. Really has been a comfortable performance for them. The Bentleigh Greens just haven't quite had enough about them to try and keep themselves in this game. It really is concerning to think now where to for the Bentleigh Greens. Such a long reign under John Anastasiadis really established them as the contender that they always have been in the last few years, and well, ever since the era of the NPL started. Frank Morellis, of course, in the caretaker role. It's not predicted that he will be going for the job full-time from next season, and thoughts of Nick Tolios from Kingston, and well, originally there were some rumours potentially from some other candidates as well, but interesting to see where this club does go direction to try and get themselves back out to the forefront of Victorian football. As the ball inside, Oldfield was stretching for that, but in the end it was cleared. Zinni gets it down. Crooks putting him under some pressure, and in the end had a big grasp of his shirt there, so it is going to be a free kick for Avondale. Sakia. Looks forwards there towards Zinni. In the end, intercepted again. Crooks comes forward. Gets it to Lambateridis. And now wide to Alexander. Looks up, not much ahead of him. Bounces forward. Steins gets it back to Alexander. Surges forward there. Catabian putting him under some pressure. And in the end, doing well, did Joey Catabian to recover possession and come forward with the ball to feet there. Sakia lays it inside to Ahmed. Good exchange there with Bolland, and now it's Ahmed again. He's got Zinni on his left-hand side. Ahmed tries to drag his man, gets it to Zinni here, one-on-one with his defender in Crooks. Tries to burn him for pace, gets it to the byline, but just couldn't quite get his foot around the ball and deliver into the area. Matthew Crooks has done quite a good job today again at fullback. Very solid defensively, very quick with his ability to track and defend. Now Holmes finds a pass forwards, Baresi. Additional time has gone on the board now. Will be 3 extra minutes of stoppages. Now the ball played to Jankovic there, and he'll come forwards with the ball. Steins slips it through. Charlie Fry brought down. Referee says no. Could have been a potential shout for a penalty there. But the referee not giving anything, and it will be a goal kick there. Now around the ground, there are a few full-time scores coming in, and the Dandenong Thunder have won by 4 goals to 1 against the Melbourne Knights. They have, for the moment, secured themselves safety in that relegation playoff spot, and Kingston City, despite an absolutely barnstorming 5-1 win, it looks like that's going to be finalised now against Hume, will be relegated along with Pascoe Vale. So an extremely disappointing day for those two, considering performances from both of them getting results when they needed results. But the Dandenong Thunder live to fight another day. A hat-trick from Brandon Barnes, getting them that result. Of course, the Dandenong City have also secured a win now as Bolland into the area here. Under some pressure, Jakupi cleared away and out for a corner. It's the other game, of course, around the grounds. The Dandenong City 3-2 winners against Port Melbourne, capping off a fantastic second half of the season for them. They finish in seventh place, the highest they have ever finished in the top flight of Victorian football. A great result for them, whereas Heidelberg United are just moments away now from securing the minor premiership. They're up by 2 goals still against South Melbourne at Lakeside. Now the ball into the box, headed clear. Ahmed. Referee says handball, so Holmes looks to take quickly. Jankovic back to Ryan Scott. Ball played forwards here, Baresi. Raking switch of play. Jakupi will get there though, and that is full time. Avondale 3-0 winners here on the final day. They did their part, but unfortunately for them, it looks like Heidelberg United will be running out as NPL Victoria champions. They have done the job against South Melbourne at Lakeside Stadium. For Avondale, it's not season done just yet. They do miss out on the national final series, which is of a massive disappointment for them, but they are in red-hot form now again, leading into the final series. They will finish in 2nd place, and they will have a home final. So a good result for them in the end. Goals from Steph Valentini, Scott Hillier, and then an absolute bomb from Joey Katavian in the second half, securing the result against a Bentleigh Green side who very disappointingly succumbed to another defeat. They are without a win in their last 5 matches, and now will finish in 5th spot, the lowest finish for them in the NPL Victoria era in the league. What will be for them coming into this final series now, as they will not have a home final. The final score here at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex, Avondale 3, the Bentleigh Greens 0. I'm your commentator, Brandon Galgano. Goodbye for now.